Hello and happy end of the week. We got Friday at 4 o'clock. My name is Nikki Check, and in studio with me is John Perks.
Hello.
Hello. We have John in to tell us about a very exciting event that is coming up on April 2nd. It's really a debate around conversation or controversy. So who are you bringing in?
Well, it's we're so happy to be with you, Nikki, and all that you do for the community.
Thank you.
We're so excited because we're bringing Sophie Trudeau in. Now, you heard the people already reacting online.
Yes.
But we have a method behind the madness.
Okay.
And we're excited about it because we're starting and launching these next 12 months a series called Stories That Matter.
Okay.
And we're bringing in different perspectives. Some you're going to like, some you may not like. Liberal, conservative, different backgrounds, different stories, but they all have a compelling story and something that we can all look forward to getting hope or inspiration or just listening to the other side. And I think that's what we're known to do as Canadians, that we can listen to the other side and draw truths and strengths from it. And so that's what we decided to do.
Okay.
And, craps hit the fan.
So I may or may not come back to the crap has hit the fan. So we have Sophie Trudeau coming into the city of Kelowna.
Yes.
April 2nd. She will be speaking for an hour.
1 hour.
At Kelowna Event Center. It's 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And what day is April 2nd?
It's a Wednesday?
A Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the day after April Fool's Day, so we didn't fall on the April 1st day, which was good.
Okay. So we have at the venue, you have set up 150 general admission tickets.
Yes.
And 60
VIP.
60 VIP tickets. And I can tell you, I've been at your event. When they're sold, they're sold. And that's it. That's all.
Yep.
So do not be last minute loosies to this. If you want to go, get your tickets now.
Yeah,
they're going to get their tickets at
showOffExpos.com.
Plural, showOffExpos.com. What is Sophie going to talk about?
Okay, so she has an incredible story of overcoming an eating disorder, making some really tough decisions in really public light, what it was like to being a mother, the personal wellness journey, being true to herself, that resilience, women's rights, and the evolution of that even through her time of public service. And I think there might be some other little tidbits that we hear that evening that we're probably not expecting.
But we shouldn't expect, because this is not a political.
It's not a political rally.
So we shouldn't expect conversation from her, or maybe even if the audience asks a question that is specific to politics or her husband or divorce, she will not.
She will not.
Okay.
No, and purposely we're doing that.
Nor should we.
Nor should we.
So if I read here, it is a deeply personal and transformative story that she's going to share, one that transcends politics.
Yes.
And she's going to be speaking about motherhood, which resonates with anyone that is family.
Yes.
Resilience and leadership are the three areas of topic. And I do think we're seeing a lot of events happening in the community right now that are talking about personal care and the health and well-being. So I know her. I was listening to her book. I imagine she'll have some books there.
There
for
will be
signing.
Some. Yes, there will be for some signing. All the VIPs get a signed book.
Okay. And the name of the book is
Closer
why can't
Together.
I find it? Closer Together. So I did listen to the initial example of the book, and it is very much about her mindset and her well-being. Very much about well-being.
And her emotional intelligence and coming up with some decisions that she's made in her life and how she's come up with those decisions. And her perspective is so unique because of the different. Long before she ever married the prime minister, she, or a politician at the time, she was her own independent journalist in Quebec. And so I think we forget that sometimes. Sometimes you get lost in your identity, and she talks about that in her book. That she as a person has her own story and her own identity and her own challenges and her overcoming an eating disorder, like I mentioned, and being true to who she was before she met her husband and who she is after she has children. Because I think we all, as a parent, you go through this, okay, am I doing the right thing for my kids? Am I making the right decisions today for my kids? And so could you imagine knowing what we know of the great debate in this country over politics, what it would be like to raise children in that atmosphere?
I can't even imagine.
And I think all Canadians can resonate with that, of having compassion, and understanding outside of politics. I've been saying to people, yes, this election is very messy, but don't miss the message in the middle of the mess. And this message of Sophie Trudeau is not politics, and it's not about left or right. It's really this story of a voice that's been in the making for over 40 years, and the journey that she's taken, and how she's come to some of the decisions that she's come to, right or wrong, good or bad, but it's her story. And these are stories that matter, and they will be stories that our children will one day read about in history books.
Amazing. So this is the launch of the series that is named Stories That Matter. Your intention is to bring in a impressive speaker.
Yes, every month.
Every month.
Even in the summer.
Okay.
When we shut down the city.
Okay. Actually, this is true. Well, we have to be out on our boats and golf courses. And
it's busy.
Yeah. Okay. So April 2nd is just around the corner.
Just around the corner.
It's next week.
Next week.
You need to get your tickets for this. If you want to be the VIP, get some pictures with Sophie Trudeau.
Yeah, there's a private reception. The chef's organizing that. And pictures, book signing, meet and greet.
Yep.
Very intimate setting.
Okay.
And then we'll go out all to the general hall there to listen to the main stage.
Wonderful. John, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And I look forward to seeing you all at the April 2nd event, hearing Sophie Trudeau.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.